I've made a lot of things on the channel today, but we're gonna start making some desserts. So everyone asks me to make donuts or, chocolate cake or, tiramisu. So we're gonna start out with something on the channel that's really easy to make that anyone can do. We're gonna make some creme brulee today. And it only consists of 4 ingredients. It consists of eggs, sugar, some heavy cream, and some vanilla extract. So the one question I have for you guys today is, who's hungry? Alright, so making this creme brulee, we're going to try to keep it as simple as possible so everyone can follow the directions. First, you're going to want to get 75 grams of sugar. Add that into a pot, followed by 2 cups of heavy whipping cream, followed by 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. You can use the actual vanilla beans, but I couldn't find them, so vanilla extract works. You're then going to want to bring this up to a simmer. And once it hits a simmer, take it off the heat. Grab another bowl and your creamy mixture and make sure you strain it. And put this aside and let it rest for at least 15 minutes to cool down. What you're gonna wanna do now is separate 6 egg yolks from the eggs. And you can save this to make a healthy omelet or whatever your heart desires with the egg whites. Okay, so once you have your 6 eggs, you're gonna wanna whisk them until they're nice and smooth. Give them a good whisk. And this part right here is either the make or the break if your creme brulee turns out good. So be really careful of how you pour your cream into the eggs. So what you're gonna wanna do is keep whisking the eggs and slowly add your cream mixture into the eggs. The reason you don't want to pour all the cream in at one time is because it'll actually cook the eggs. So be ever so gentle, adding slowly by slowly more and more cream mixture. And that is what it should look like right here. The next thing you're going to do is get a deep baking dish like this. You can either use glass or metal. I'm using metal because I don't have glass. You're going to want to get a towel like this one and place whatever dishes you're going to use inside of the deep baking dish. Get a ladle and add your mixture into each container. So once you have your creme brulee creams all set up here, you're gonna see bubbles on the surface. You do not want these bubbles on here before you put it in the oven because it won't allow the hard texture at the end to form. So as you can see, there's bubbles on the surface here. So what you wanna do is get a napkin and you just kind of want to go over all these bubbles and it'll suck them all up. And as you can see, there's no bubbles anymore. And do that to all the rest. Once you remove the bubbles from the creme brulee, then you want to get a pot of boiling water. So with the boiling water, you're going to want to fill up to almost halfway on each of the containers that you have in front of you. Then carefully at 300 degrees, place it inside of your oven. And this should stay in there for at least 25 to 40 minutes, depending on how high your containers are. See you back in a little bit. So after 40 minutes of being in the oven, it's time to take them out. What you're gonna wanna do now is take these out of the container that you put them in. As you can see, they kind of have that bouncy consistency to them. And you're gonna wanna put these in the fridge for at least 4 hours so they kind of harden up a little bit. All right, so after 4 hours up in the fridge, this is what they look like. Nothing's really changed. They've kind of just hardened a little bit. They're cool. And now it's my favorite part and we get to torch the tops of it. You can pretty much use whatever sugar you want. I'm just using normal white sugar. And what you're gonna wanna do is just get a nice helping and put it on the surface of the creme brulee itself. Get your torch. It's hot. It should look something just like that. And you want to try not to burn the middle part of the sugar. I kind of burned it a little bit here, so it's kind of take some trial and error to kind of get it exactly right. So what we're going to do is put these in the fridge for another 45 minutes to get the sugar to all harden up, and then we are ready to eat them. So after 45 minutes in the fridge, they're finally ready to eat. So the big thing about a creme brulee is you want the crust, the little crackling of the sugar. So let's see if we nailed it or not. So as you can hear, it's pretty hard. I'm gonna really get it close to the camera here. Here we go. Oh yeah. And that is what you're looking for, that crackage, you know, the nice crust. But the important thing is, let's see how it tastes. Oh wow, it's pretty damn good. Again, I'm not a big dessert guy, but this is absolutely delicious. You can taste the vanilla, you can taste the fresh eggs, you can taste the nice crispy sugar on top, and it's way better than what you get at a restaurant. Again, I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you subscribe and like the video below, and again, stay hungry, everyone.